What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Grandma Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, the patch notes for MK1 and Kameo dropped today. And in this video, as y'all see with the thumbnail, and as y'all see right here on your screen, no optical illusion, no black magic, no Photoshop, the real deal, Holyfield, patch notes for the latest update for MK1 are now live. So without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. The Kameo fighters. Cyrex Kameo. Cybernet now drains meter from the opponent while they are trapped until they are hit or released. Okay, big buffs. For Cyrex, Cybernet no longer does an alternate hit reaction when done as a wake up or reversal. Okay, draining meter. They gave him a little love after they took away his helicopter move. Darius Kameo. Added heel turn, down plus R1, a new ambush attack can now only be performed when the opponent is knocked down or about to land after being hit. Okay, new Kameo move, heel turn, huh? Heel turning like he a wrestler or something. All right. Eat Dirt can now be delayed for a slightly longer duration. Okay, that's a buff too, because you can hold it for a little bit. That's a buff too. Be careful, y'all. That's an overhead. After executing the double whammy, the recharge delay is slightly shorter and the recharge rate has been increased. After executing double Dagon kick, the recharge delay is slightly shorter and the recharge rate has been increased. Cool. Okay. After executing twisted kicks, the recharge delay is shorter. After executing volley ballistic, the recharge rate has been increased. All right, that's what's up. Nice buffs so far for the Kameos. It seems like they the only ones that truly got the buffs and the nerfs in this situation. Frost Kameo. Snowflakes now begins traveling 10 frames faster, lasting for 20 more frames. And its collision slightly adjusted. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because I use Frost. So I'm gonna have to check that out myself. Goro Kameo. After executing Punch Walk, the recharge delay is slightly longer and the recharge rate has been increased. The third hit of Punch Walk now recovers 5 frames faster and causes 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block. Punch Walk no longer has an extended recovery from main fighter if Goro is interrupted. Kano Kameo. Eye Laser is now a mid, was high, does 10 more damage and does increased damage on block. Wow, the Kano Kameo is about to be seen a lot more in Combat League. I'm telling you that right now. And that is a good thing. More Kameo, the better the Kameos can do, the more creativity you can have with the game, in my opinion. Fixed a rare issue that could cause Eye Laser startup to not work correctly in the corner. Okay. Kung Lao Kameo. Increased buzzsaw main fighter recovery on block by 5 frames. Okay. So, no more just spamming Lao hat. You got to actually use your brain. I wonder what y'all gonna do next. Motaro Kameo. After executing Reflect and moving Reflect, the recharge rate has been increased. Okay. After executing Tail Shot, the recharge delay is slightly shorter and recharge rate has been increased. Adjusted Tail Shot collision size and it now causes 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block. Serena Kameo. Kaya's blades no longer sometimes still return after they are destroyed. Oh, I get what they mean. Okay, so like maybe when you use a Sub-Zero Kameo or something like that, or you do a projectile that eats other projectiles, instead of it just getting destroyed and they still hit you back, they don't do that no more. Okay, so she got a bit of a nerf right there. And that's a good nerf. And I'm saying this as somebody that also uses Serena. It's no secret. I also use Serena. You know what I mean? That's not a bad buff right there. That's not a bad nerf right there. That's not a bad nerf right there. A bit of a nerf, but it's not nothing that absolutely makes her unvaluable. You understand what I'm saying? It's something that also makes sense. Scorpion Kameo. After executing Get Over Here, the recharge delay is slightly shorter and the recharge rate has been increased. Hellblades recover 16 frames faster on block and 5 frames faster on miss. Okay. Big buffs, big buffs. Sector Kameo, flamethrower first hit starts up 5 frames faster and has 10 more frames of block stun with less pushback on block. Flamethrower second hit now has up block vulnerability, comes out on block or miss, and has 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block. So that's a bit of a buff right there. Okay. It's a bit of a buff and a nerf at the same time, but I think something that, when played, I definitely think you'll see a little bit more Sector being played now. You see a little bit of them. You see a few of them here and there. I see a few more of them being used in the future. Shijinko. Increase base health value to 400 from 300. Okay. Mimic smoke invisibility will no longer sometimes not be removed if hit during certain timing during activation. Shijinko will no longer be able to pass through the opponent in the Kenshi and Shujinko mirror match when Copycat is used by both players at the same time. Never in my entire time playing this game have I ever seen a Shujinko mirror match, let alone a Kenshi and Shujinko mirror match. I don't think I've ever seen a Kenshi and Shujinko ever. But hey, if this was something that was needed to be fixed, I'm glad y'all found it, because y'all wouldn't have found it messing with me. I'm telling you that right now, because I don't use Shujinko. I just don't. Fixed incorrect hit reaction being used when Omni-Man Copycat is interrupted. The Kameo meter HUD will change color when Shujinko is morphed into the opponent's Kameo versus Shang Tsung. Okay. Sonya Kameo. Leg grab now has up block vulnerability and recovers 18 frames faster on block or miss. Okay, so that's a big buff right there. Energy rings is now hits mid. I think that's a typo right there. Basically, her energy rings are mid now. Has slightly increased damage scaling and increased main fighter recovery on block by 5 frames. So I think she's going to be used a little bit more too to keep people safe. Energy rings, when fully charged, has a different hit reaction with slightly increased damage scaling. The Striker Kameo. What they do to my boy Striker? Fixed visual issue with cuffed that could occur when hitting an opponent at maximum range with main fighter or near the edge of the arena. Tremor Kameo. Increased base health value to 400 from 300. Fixed an issue that was preventing crystal armor from being broken after hit 5 times. Fixed visual issues with crystal armor functionality when it was broken before the duration runs out. Fixed recovery inconsistencies between main fighters when executing Rock Punch and Rock Punch Upper Crust. I think, okay. Fixed visual issues when Tremor exits after performing several attacks. Kameo UI now shows the current variation when Shujinko morphs into Tremor or when Sindel hypnotizes Tremor with enhanced Queen's Command. So yeah, y'all, basically in this video, the most important thing about this video, in my opinion, or at least the most important information we got from the patch notes in this video, I would say, are the Kameo fighters. Pretty much everybody else and everybody else on the main roster is pretty much visual fixes, but little minor bug fixes here and there. No true nerfs or buffs for any of the main characters, but the Kameos got the most love and most attention in this patch. And I'm most looking forward to seeing what's going on, and looking forward also to seeing what Quan Chi's got and what he's got to show us and what he's got to offer. And I'm looking forward to getting in the lab with Quan Chi. So y'all, in that regard, y'all, that's the end of my video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Goodbye.